everyone, and welcome to this Scratch project, which is called Cat Spin. And you can see over here, the cats are spinning around. So that's the goal of this program that we're going to write. This is the sequence that we're going to follow. Step 1 is to go to the website. Step 2 is to select the Create tab. Step 3 is to create the backdrop, which is known as the blue sky, so you can kind of see what it looks like. And then the final step is to actually create the code for the cat to do the spinning. And this is what the code will ultimately look like. And when we're all done, we're going to add a fun effect here of changing the color. So let's see how we do this. There, this is the Scratch website. First thing we're going to do is, you can see here there's a tutorial. Well, we're not going to go through the tutorial, but feel free to do that at any time after this project. So I'm going to just select the close button. So here's the blocks on the left side. In the middle is going to be our workspace where we're going to do our coding. And then on the right side, you can see there's the cat sprite. And this is the sprite that's right down here. So this is how we control it. The first thing that we were going to do was to go and create the blue sky backdrop. So way on the bottom right hand corner says backdrop. I'm going to select choose. And the one we're going to choose is blue sky. They're alphabetically listed, so they're not too hard to find. So I'm going to select blue sky. And there's our sprite, the cat, on the blue sky background. And you can see I can drag my mouse over and move the cat where I want. I'll put the cat right in the middle. So the cat sprite is highlighted. Now let's create the code. So the first code block that we're going to add is an event. And the event is when the green flag is checked. This is what will launch the program. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit to make it a little easier to see. There we go. So what I was doing was selecting the zoom in button here. The green flag is this one right up in here, and that's what we're going to click on to actually execute our program. So the trigger is when the green flag is checked. Then what it's going to do is we want to move the cat, so we're going to go over and select the motion. All right, so the first block that we're going to drag underneath the start is the move block. So I'm going to select the move, because what we're going to do is we're going to take the cat and move it a little bit and then turn. So we're going to move 10 steps over, and then we're going to turn 15 degrees is the default. We're going to turn. Actually 15 degrees, we're going to find I'm going to change that. So I'm going to actually change that to 45 degrees. That seemed to be a good number when I was testing. And moving, we're going to move it a little bit further. We're going to make it 50 steps. These are actually small increments on your computer screen here. So 50 is a pretty good number for what we're going to do. Now let's see if it works. So I'm going to select the green flag. Look, the cat moved and then turned a little bit. But what we need to do is make this constantly going around. We want to constantly move and turn. So in that case, we need a repeat block so that we can repeat these blocks. So I'm going to go to Control, and there's the repeat block. So I'm going to grab that. Now, here's the little trick. I could put it on the bottom, but what's going to happen is whatever you have inside here is going to be repeated over and over again. So what I'd like to do is, and watch this, I'm going to take the repeat block and put it over the two that I want to have. There we go. A little bit tricky. If it doesn't quite work out, you can always take the blocks out and kind of put them back in. So you can experiment a little bit with that. So now let's see how it works. I'll select the green flag, and they turn, but not very much. So let's go to the repeat function, and let's repeat this 100 times. Now let's hit the green flag over and over. See how the cat turns and turns and turns? It's actually doing it 100 times. So Well, that's kind of fun. That's the cat that's spinning around. But let's make it a little bit more exciting and change the color. So there's a group here called looks. And if I select that, you can see they're purple. And I'm going to scroll down because I want to change the color. So here's the change color block. And I'm going to change it by 25. So now if I hit the green flag, see the color change? I'm not sure how it looks on your video, but you can, in my screen here, it goes around and around real clear. So depending on the recording, it may look a little jumpy to you. So you can change any of these numbers that you want and have fun with that. That's our project called Cat Spin. I hope you enjoyed it.